What's up, guys? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you a video about the full moon in Leo. I wanted to do a video about this moon energy because this moon energy is pretty potent and it's pretty serious. So instead of me putting something in the community tab, I figured I would just do a video for you guys. When I first started this video, I was like, okay, I'll pull some cards for the collective, but I feel like the information, the downloads I've been getting, because I've been getting downloads for the last almost 48 hours about the full moon in Leo and the things that I should say to you all, and I did not take any notes, so I'm just gonna wing this, and I don't feel like I'm gonna need cards because there's so much energy, so much information that has been downloaded to me. It's just a matter of remembering it all and getting to it all and how to categorize it and share it with you all. But basically what happens is, we look at the moon. The moon is your emotions and feelings, right? The moon, basically, when you're looking at your chart, the moon is all about how you respond when something happens to you. Let me give you a generic example. So say you have a person who has a moon in Aries versus someone who has a moon in Virgo. Virgo is earth energy, so it's more laid back, more grounded, more, more reality based. Aries is fire energy. Fire is explosive. It can't go within. It can only come out and express. So, for example, if you intentionally say, this is hypothetical, okay, and this is just to explain the difference between the two, and basically, more importantly, to explain how the moon affects you. When you're looking at your chart. So you have a moon person in Aries, moon in Aries. If I was to take a rock and I threw it at this moon and Aries person and hit them in the side of, hit them in their leg or something like that. But it was pretty hard enough where, they would look at me like, yo, what's popping? Why is you throwing this at me? The Aries person would immediately probably retaliate. Okay, that's fire energy. That's Aries. Aries is reactionary. Okay, Aries energy is an energy that, is known to act first, ask questions later. Aries is ruled by Mars, who is a warrior. It's about that fight. It's like, oh, you attacked? Okay, immediately I'm attacking. All right. Aries is not going to ask questions. All right. It's going to react, and then it's going to maybe look at the situation later. Where a Virgo, not saying that all Virgos won't react in the same way as the Aries, but a lot of time Virgo is more of an analytical, grounded energy. So the Virgo gets hit with the rock, they may want to question you about it, like, just to get confirmation before they spaz out. Some of them may do that, not all of them. But it may be like, yo, why did you throw that at me? Like, what's wrong with you? What was your, what did I do to you? What do you, and then they may react, as in retaliate. But they would question more so quicker than a moon in Aries would. So it's basically, the moon is how you respond when something happens to you. That's what your moon sign is all about. Your sun sign is how you go about doing what it is that you do. Okay, so the sun is masculine. That's masculine energy. That's exerting energy. That's yang energy when you go about doing something. The moon is feminine energy. It's energy of how you feel and how you respond to things that are done to you. All right, so we got the moon. Now we're talking about Leo. Leo is an energy. Leo lives in the 5th house. It's ruled by the sun. Okay. Leo is the energy is very charismatic. It's expressive as well. It doesn't hold things in. It expresses itself. And, it resides in the 5th house. The 5th house covers a couple of things. I'm just going to name a few, like children. It deals with it deals with children. It deals with your sexual desires, your sexual fetishes, what turns you on in the bedroom. It deals with gambling and speculative markets. So anything from playing a scratch off to, investing in Bitcoin. Those are just some of the basic things that Leo deals with. It deals with fun, whatever it is that you enjoy. Okay, or that warms your heart, that brings you love and happiness. Health-wise, Leo rules the circulatory system, the blood, the heart. Okay. So with this full moon in Leo, I'm going to try to break it down, the good, bad, and the ugly. So when we talk about good things, your children may be a little bit more loving to you. You know, they may be more receptive and more open to you during this time. Emotionally, they may bring you joy. They may be just little things that they do may bring you a lot of joy. You know, it may make you smile, things like that, more so than you would any other time. You may notice it a little bit more as far as what they're doing and their cuteness and all that stuff, right? Some of you, being prescribed heart medication is a good thing, because a lot of you may not have known that you had high blood pressure or hypertension, because it's a silent killer. That's what it's called. Because you don't know. It doesn't tell you any symptoms or anything. You go to the doctor and boom, now you got 150 over, whatever. And you're like, whoa, what's that all about? And your doctor's like, yeah, you need to take this medication. And for some of you, taking that medication could save your life. Now, keep in mind the moon. I'm just going to go freestyle. I don't even know if I could put it in order, good, bad, and ugly. I'm just going to freestyle. Yeah, the moon rules allergies and allergic reactions, and Leo rules the blood. So be careful with medications that you're being prescribed. Like if you're being prescribed medications in the next 2 days, 2 or 3 days, like the full moon energy is going to be between tonight, which is Thursday, till Sunday, I believe. Yeah, because the moon stays in a particular sign for like 2.5 days. Right, so we started Thursday night, so we got Friday, Saturday, so sometime Sunday is going to start this transition into Virgo. So just keep that in mind. Now, be careful what you're eating. Okay, allergic reactions. Some of you may, eat something and you may break out in hives. That's because, it's affecting your blood, your allergic reactions and things like that. So watch what you eat. On another note, speaking of watching what you eat, we got this Mercury Retrograde going on. We got people coming back from the past. And a lot of these people don't mean you any well at all. Because a lot of these people have narcissistic tendencies. Leo rules the narcissist. Leo is the narcissist of the zodiac. All right. When we talk about good tendencies versus bad tendencies of each sign, Leo is in the bad way. When you look at the bad aspects, Leo is the narcissist of the zodiac. So be careful, because a lot of you who were dealing with people who had strong narcissistic tendencies in these karmic relationships that just ended with this Mercury retrograde, they may be coming back around, and they're only coming back around because you're their supply. Okay. Speaking of supply, Leo rules the things that you enjoy. Okay. Fetishes, your favorite foods, your favorite indulgences. Leo rules that. So narcissists, they're energy vampires, and so they're going to be fiending. All right, so they're going to be reaching out to you on top of the fact that this is Mercury retrograde. You don't want these people coming back around. Now, the reason I brought that up is because I was talking about, allergies and allergic reactions and what you ingest. Be careful what you eat, because a lot of people may have allergic reactions. It's because your blood is trying to fight off whatever's in there. And you got to be careful what you when you connect with these people who you haven't seen in a while. If you connect with them on a social, maybe you'll be like, okay, well, I'll meet with you, but I'll meet with you out in public somewhere. I'm not going to meet with you. You ain't coming to my house or anything like that. Because these people may want to talk. I want to talk. La, la, la. Some of you going to fall victim for it. Don't let nobody come to your house, please. And if they bring in something to eat or drink, don't have it. Don't eat it. Don't drink it. You got people out here who are really upset. This moon is no joke. Okay, people are angry. They could be putting stuff in the food. Whether it's, something just to make you a little ill for a couple days, or whether, it's a potion that somebody put together to, get you to surrender to them. If you smoke, you got people come on, let's light up. Look, if you didn't buy the weed and you ain't roll it up, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I tell anybody that. If you did not see them roll it up, don't smoke something somebody give you. Somebody come over, and they're like, oh yeah, I got something. Here, light that up. And your dumb ass light it up first. That's a no-no. You should have learned that in high school. If you ain't see the motherfucker roll it up in front of you, take it out the pack and put it and roll it up, then you do not let them light it up first. Okay? And even then, you don't know what they into. So, if it's somebody you had some bad terms with, just be easy. And then in general, period, just be careful with people, when you indulging in your drugs and stuff like that, okay? I ain't knocking you. I'm just telling you this moon energy is crazy, so you need to be careful. It could be some faulty stuff out here. People OD on stuff all the time, because again, Leo deals with the indulgences. It deals with pleasures, okay? Speaking of pleasures, Leo deals with like your fetishes, your sexual fetishes, your lovemaking style. You know, a lot of people are like, wait a minute, I thought that was eighth house. Eighth house deals with the actual act of coitus, the actual act of sex. But what turns you on? You know, what do you enjoy? What position do you like? You know, do you like your hair being rubbed? Do you want somebody to make love to you versus do you want it rough? You know, do you like lingerie or do you not care about clothes at all? Like whatever it is that you like that turns you on, that rules Leo as well. So a lot of you who you know, some of y'all might be horny already, might have been feeling that energy coming in this week. So a lot of you may be getting it on. Have fun. Be safe. Okay, be safe. And because Leo rules the blood, make sure you wear protection if you're doing it with people that you really don't know what their background is and what's going on, because you can pick up some STDs. This moon is crazy. All right. On an unfortunate note, and I got to keep it real with you, like I said, these energies are crazy. Leo rules children, and I just talked about sexual fetishes. So if you could put two and two together, you know, the predators are going to be out there. Watch your children. Watch whose house they're going over. Watch the babysitters. Pay attention to your children's reaction if you want to take them to the babysitter and all of a sudden they're crying, you know, and they're grabbing their crotch and crying because they can't speak, you know, because they're too young to really articulate what's going on, or they just, you know, pay attention to their responses to people. All right. And then also watch your children where they're going. You know, the predators are going to be out, okay, with this full moon in Leo. All right. I have to let you know this. You know, there are people out there who have been touched as children and they have unresolved issues because they did not get them addressed. Those people, you know, if they already acted on those energies, because they do get those urges, if they've already acted on those urges, they may very well try to act on them again now with this moon in Leo. So please, if you know any, you know, sexual predators, and it's just not about children either. I mean, rapists, okay? Any type of sex fiends that do things against people's will, you know, because again, the narcissist energy of Leo, and then the sex, you know, so you could have people who are doing all kinds of crazy shit. So watch yourselves, ladies. Watch yourself, men. Okay? Be careful out here because, you know, it's wild. This weekend is going to be really wild. What else did I want to tell you about the full moon in Leo? I had all these downloads and I didn't write them down because they was coming to me as I was doing things. I'm like, damn, I hope I remember that. I hope I remember this. Leo. So we talked about children. Oh, some of your children, you know, with the COVID thing and the situation that's going on with schooling, some of you, you know, you're going to see that your children are adjusting a little bit better now to, you know, the homeschooling. So some of you are feeling like a little bit relieved about that. So that's a good thing. On the opposite end, some of you, you know, your children may be getting a little frustrated with it because they're used to going into a classroom environment and things like that. So they may be a little antsy, wanting to be around friends and things like that. So just keep that in mind. It's not necessarily them, you know, it's just the situation that's going on plus the moon energies. Leo deals with the things you like to do for fun. So a lot of you this weekend may be feeling like a lot more like childlike and wanting to have fun. So your friends, you know, your lovers, you know, people around you, your kids are going to want to have fun. People are going to be, you know, the kids might be acting up a little more, especially if they got relative, like, you know, brothers and sisters. They may be playing and being a little bit more active and loud in the house, more louder than normal, because it's just that energy. So, you know, don't be too harsh on them. You know what I mean? It's just the moon. The moon energies here. They may be having a lot more fun or playing a little bit more rough or a little bit more loud and rowdier than normal. It's just the, you know, the energies. You and your lover may feel like playing and being a little bit more, you know, frisky and having fun, but that childlike energy in all of us is going to be, you know, it can, if someone's around us that pulls it out, it will be more evident. The moon rules beer, beer, okay? And, you know, like I said, Leo rules the things that you enjoy, the leisure things in life, you know, vacations, all that type of stuff. So some of you may be wanting to do a little getaway this weekend, and you may be wanting to do a little drinking and things like that. Just be careful that you don't overindulge with the moon energies. Things like that. Stock market. Some of you may, notice that your investments are doing well this week, the last couple of days, or maybe Thursday, which is tonight, Thursday, and then Friday. Maybe the next couple of days has been doing well, or the last couple of days has been doing well. This is a good time to play scratch offs because Leo rules, the speculative markets. Anything from scratch offs to, Bitcoin investments, Wall Street investments, and securities, bonds, stocks, futures, whatever you're into. So if you're about to make a decision about investing in something, this is a good time to think about that, or a good time to go ahead and do that. What else? Where am I at here with the time? Okay. Oh, I was about to say something else and it just slipped my mind when I talked about the time. Okay, so I talked about investments. Yeah, play the lotto, scratch off, get your favorite numbers together. Include a number 5 for the 5th house. Make sure you include a 5 in there, okay, as your lucky number. Damn, I was gonna say something else. Is that it? I know it's not it. I know as soon as I end this video, it's gonna be 20 other things that I'm gonna come up with, in reference to this energy. So let me think here. I thought I wrote some stuff down. I'm just trying to see if I wrote it down. Oh, a lot of people are going to be watching movies. Leo deals with entertainment. So a lot of you, that's what I was saying, a lot of you are going to want to find things to do, to entertain yourselves this weekend. So the cinemas, Leo rules the cinemas, and it rules entertainment, any type of fun, entertaining stuff. Some of you may want to go out. I know COVID is going on, but there's some environments where you can go out and do some leisure activities. This would be a good weekend to do that. So, movies is very popular with Leo. Of course, Leo rules that. So, a lot of you may want to find a good movie and curl up with your loved one or your family, and check out what's going on. It's a good time for investment. I told you about lotto and stuff, but gold and coins is another good thing to invest in. Oh, Leo rules dancing. You know what I'm saying? So some of you may want to go out and dance if COVID permitted. Okay. Leo even rules, I was looking at some information, Leo rules fireplaces. So some of you may want to curl up in front of the fireplace, you watch some movies with your family, and then you and your partner may want to get it on, whether, you may want to buy some, sexy lingerie or whatever you enjoy doing. Your partner may want to do something more so now than dress up. Because Leo reminds me of live on stage. Like, Leo energy likes to be recognized. It likes to be seen. It likes attention. So your partner may want more attention from you this weekend, or you may want more attention from your partner. Those of you who have creative efforts going on and you're thinking about like things like release dates and things like that, if you're feeling the urge to release your projects, release them, especially with this weekend going on. It's good energy for that. What else was I thinking? Anything that has to do with fun, like some people like golf courses. They like to go play golf wherever you are in the world. You get a lot of people who be playing golf if that's available. Anything that brings like a lot of pleasure is what Leo represents, because it's all about having fun and doing things that you like, and it's also about romance too. So your particular lovemaking style may be romantic. So you and your partner may be, your partner may be more romantic than normal. And we're talking about the moon. The moon rules the breasts. So if your partner's a breast person, that might be enhanced a little more this weekend. Just keep that in mind, okay? Because that has to do with fetishes, and the moon deals with breasts. So the breast men are gonna be out, ladies. If you're looking for a breast man, hey, look, I'm not knocking anybody. Whatever, you just be safe, all right? So yeah, if you're a big busty woman and you're looking for somebody who could appreciate that about you, this might be the weekend for you to find that, or to find that out about the person you're dealing with. They may express that to you, and maybe they haven't before. Or they may look at you like, oh, your breasts look plumper or nicer than, and they've, maybe they've not expressed that before. Anyway. So yeah, so that's what we're talking about with Leo energy. I'm just thinking about the fifth house in particular. Now, the fifth house, like I said, that rules, yeah, it definitely rules all the finances. Okay, so any type of investments that you got going on. Leo rules birth control too. So if y'all gonna be doing, you're gonna be doing your thing. Make sure if you want birth control, make sure you wear it unless you want a baby, because Leo rules babies. It rules love making. It rules your fetish, your sexual fetishes. All right, and it rules birth control. And I talked about it ruling blood. So be careful if you're dealing with someone that you don't want a family with, or and you just this is someone casual. Make sure you wrap up because STDs. Yeah, definitely pregnancy for show. Trying to think what else. Schooling, I talked about homeschool, things like that. Some of you, your students your kids are going back to school, so you're gonna be happy about that. You might get some information in the mail, or you might have got it this week that school starts next week, or maybe it started this past week or whatever, something like that. It has to do with teachers too, and colleges, and so you may be hearing or be more interactive with the teachers, your children's teacher. If you are a teacher, you may find that you enjoy your work a little bit more so, or it might be the opposite depending on the moon's effect on you. You may really be like, yeah, I need a vacation from these damn kids. Like I need a break. So that could be what's going on with you as well. All right, so keep that in mind. What else is going on with this moon energy? But yeah, just be careful with these narcissistic energies, these narcissistic people coming back in your life. Because some of them, to be brutally honest, a lot of you got people coming back in who their intent is just to suck you dry. And a lot of them are mad because you left them alone. Okay. And a lot of times when a narcissist gets you back, they punish you for leaving in the first place. So, they may woo you back in, but then, they could get violent and frustrated to teach you a lesson. So, or, and like I said, some people are on some bullshit. They might be trying to put something in your food. This is the type of stuff to watch out because this moon energy is really crazy when we look at it from the sadistic side of things. Okay? You got to be careful. Don't take these people back. All right? Do not. Wear bright colors this weekend, to activate that Leo energy. All right, you may want to do that. Let's see. I think that's about it. I think that's all I got for you guys. Trying to think. I know it's something that I meant to say, and I'm going to think of it as soon as I end this video. But of course, do your manifestations. So some of the things I talked about, do your manifestations. The first 3 nights of the full moon is most potent. Okay, and with the full moon, don't do any manifestations during a full moon. What you want to do during a full moon is you want to remove anything that no longer serves you. All right, so if you have emotional ties to someone who was narcissistic, this would be a good affirmation to write. Especially if you're feeling tempted, this person is reaching out to you. You can, of course, call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whomever you go to when you need guidance and protection and support. Ask for it. Even if you don't feel threatened and this person's not, just ask for it anyway. Okay? Ask your ancestors, spirit guides, higher, angels, whomever you go to. Just ask them for protection. Ask them for discipline. Ask them for courage, because Leo rules the heart. All right? And we know heart represents courage, strength, self-respect, ego, pride. Okay? And those things also are on the negative side. So you got to be careful. You might be around some people who you've bruised their ego because you left them alone. And so they could be coming back, coupled with this Mercury retrograde energy. That's really what I really wanted to let you guys know too. Okay? So be careful with this energy. All right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure if you're going to be doing any type of spell work, you do it to remove things out of your life, not to bring anything in, because you don't bring anything in the full moon. You remove things that you don't want. So write affirmations to remove things, or write manifestations, or do spell work to remove things that no longer serve you. If you can, talk about things that are related to the 5th house and Leo. Those things are more apt to be heard by the moon. Okay. One more thing I'll share with you before I let you go is, as a young girl, I was told this is how the moon works. During the new moon, the moon is empty. There's no moon there. There's no wishes in there. So during the first 3 nights of, well, not the first 3 nights, but during the new moon, the first 3 nights are the most potent. But from the full moon, I'm sorry, from the new moon, I believe it's the waxing that comes after, and then you get to the full moon, and then it's the waning, and then it's the new moon. So from the new moon and the waxing moon, I might be wrong about the waxing and the waning, but from the new moon all the way to the full moon is when people are sending their manifestations, their affirmations, and their wishes to the moon. So once the moon gets full of all of those affirmations, wishes, and manifestations, then from the time the moon is full to when it's new again is when the moon is answering those wishes. So this is why you don't want to make a wish or ask to bring things in during a full moon, because the moon is already technically full of wishes, and your wishes may not get heard. You know, like if you pour water into a glass and the glass is full, and then you try to pour more water into it, it's just going to spill over, and so you're not going to be able to get that water, right? So look at the water as a wish. You're not going to be able to get that wish. So this is why you request things be removed, because what the moon is doing is it's removing things from your life so that you can get the wishes that you ask for, because there's always going to be an exchange, right? There's always an exchange of energy. So if the moon is giving you something, it's removing something from your life. So you want to think about what it is that you want to remove that might coincide with the things that you wanted to bring in. But focus on the energies. Focus on the Leo and focus on the 5th house during this full moon, things that relate to that. And that you'll have more of a probability of having those things removed that you don't want. Narcissistic energies, the energies that you may carry that may attract narcissistic energy, ask to have that removed. Ask for courage, ask for self-discipline, ask for self-respect, ask for the strength and intestinal fortitude and the willpower to stand up to those who are trying to take that from you or trying to abuse you in any way. Those are good things to ask to remove. Remove any fear that you may have. Remove any doubt that you may have. In reference to moving forward in your new pursuits. Those are some things you can ask for, right? All right, so let me wrap this up. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and I wish you guys the best. I'll talk to you later.